We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive. Not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers. was keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
12-yard line.
This is Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the... And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
For Chris Carson.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
After the sack on first down, Wilson finding room inside the 40. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. First and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Antoine Woods coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Prescott now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 14.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation.
A 27-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And goal.
That goes for a gain of 31. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.